I faked a business trip and caught my girlfriend role-playing as a single mom online, with her boss. If you've ever had that gut feeling something isn't right, the kind that crawls up your spine and sits in your stomach like a rock, listen to it. I learned the hard way. My name's Darren, and a few months ago I was living what I thought was the dream. Solid job, downtown apartment, and a girlfriend I was stupidly, madly in love with. Her name's Elise. Stunning, smart, sarcastic in a charming way. The type of woman you introduce to your friends and they go, "Wow, how did you manage that?" We'd been together for 2.5 years. She worked in corporate marketing, recently got promoted. I was in software development, traveling a bit for work. We had plans, real ones, talked about buying a condo together, maybe moving to Seattle. I genuinely thought we were building a life. Then came the business trip that didn't happen. It was supposed to be a 3-day conference in Atlanta. My boss canceled it last minute because of budget cuts. I hadn't told Elise yet. I planned to surprise her with a dinner or maybe just spend the day chilling at home while she was at work. Normal, boring, cozy stuff. But something inside me hesitated. I remembered the way she acted strange a few nights before, her screen lighting up in bed, which she quickly turned face down. A notification that said, "Thank you for last night," winking face. I'd asked who it was and she brushed it off. Just a stupid group chat from work, you know how we joke around. That night, I decided to fake the trip and stay behind. I told Elise I was leaving at 6 a.m., kissed her goodbye, suitcase in hand, and drove to a nearby parking garage downtown. I set up at a cafe with my laptop and waited. Around noon, I drove back to our place and parked a few blocks away out of sight. Elise's car was gone, normal. She should have been at work. Curiosity turned to paranoia. I logged into our shared iPad, which was synced with her Apple ID. Most of the time it was innocent. Shared playlists, calendar reminders, photo backups. But there was one app I'd never seen before, a messenger I didn't recognize, and a username, Mom of186. I tapped in. What I saw made my blood run cold. There were dozens of messages between Elise and someone named Sir Lexington. The chat logs were graphic, erotic roleplay, her pretending to be a single mom struggling to make ends meet, him pretending to be her domineering benefactor, offering her comfort and support in exchange for certain services. She sent him pictures, not nudes but teasing ones, lingerie, aprons with nothing underneath, submissive captions. I was shaking, my heart slammed in my chest. Then came the kicker. He wasn't just some online rondo. She mentioned not wanting to mess up work stuff, and that HR would kill us if they knew. I scrolled further. One message ended with, "I'll close the door this time, Mr. Adler," winking face. Mr. Adler was her boss. I felt like I'd been punched. The man she'd been calling her mentor in front of me, the guy I'd shook hands with at the company holiday party, was role-playing with my girlfriend as her dominant sugar daddy, and she was loving it. I could have stormed over to her office, could have blown up her phone, but I wanted more proof. I needed to see it, so I waited. Elise came home at 5:48 p.m. I watched from my car. She looked normal, no guilt, no sign she'd spent her lunch break sending softcore selfies to her boss. Around 9 p.m., she said she was exhausted and went to bed early. I waited another 20 minutes, then crept back into our apartment using my keys. She was asleep. I tiptoed to her desk in the corner of the living room and opened her laptop. She was still logged into everything. The chat with Mr. Adler was open. The last message said, "Can't wait for tomorrow's performance review. You always come prepared, my little mommy." I screen recorded everything. Screenshots, audio messages, even a few voice memos they'd exchanged. He was disgusting, calling her his little broken wife, talking about her begging for guidance. It was a whole fantasy world. Then I made my move. I emailed the entire chat history with a timeline to her company's HR from a burner account. I included their full names, dates, and audio. I sent a copy to Mr. Adler's wife, found her name through public records and a bit of social sleuthing. At 2 a.m., I left a handwritten note on Elise's pillow. Hope the single mom gig pays well. I'm moving out. Good luck explaining all this to HR, your boss's wife, and everyone else you've lied to, Darren. Then, I packed everything I needed into a duffel bag and left. The fallout was nuclear. HR launched an investigation. Mr. Adler was suspended immediately. Elise was put on leave pending inquiry. They both tried to deny it at first, until the screenshots leaked to their internal Slack channels. Someone even printed them out and posted them in the office restroom. Mr. Adler's wife filed for divorce, publicly. Elise called me, texted, emailed, left sobbing voicemails, claimed it was just fantasy, said she never physically cheated, said it was a coping thing. I didn't answer. I moved in with my cousin for a while. Started therapy. I didn't tell anyone the full story for weeks. The betrayal was so layered. The secrecy, the sexual manipulation, the deception, not just about sex, about who she was, about who we were. Eventually, I got a new place, smaller but peaceful. I deleted our shared playlists, blocked her number, unfollowed her everywhere. But the worst part, I missed her, not the real her, the version of her I thought existed, the one who made me pancakes when I was sick, who'd fall asleep watching documentaries on serial killers, who said she wanted kids with me. That person, she never existed. 6 months later, Elise tried to reach out again, sent me a long email, claimed she'd been in therapy, that she finally understood the damage she caused, that it was never about him, but about her craving attention, validation, power. She said the fantasy made her feel alive, important, desired in a way she felt she couldn't express in our normal life. It was almost poetic, almost convincing. But too late. I replied once with just 4 words. I don't know you. Because I didn't, and I don't think I ever will. I'm dating again, carefully, guardedly. I tell my dates early on that I value honesty over comfort, that I've been lied to so thoroughly I'd rather hear the worst truth than the nicest lie. Some of them understand, some don't. I've also started writing, turning this pain into something useful, something that might warn the next person, or at least make them feel less alone. Elise and Mr. Adler, both fired. Her LinkedIn is barren now. I don't know where she ended up, and I don't care. All I know is, I trusted my instincts, and they saved me from a lifetime of being someone else's background character in their personal fantasy. If you made it this far, thank you. Seriously, sharing this story wasn't easy. It ripped me open again in ways I wasn't fully prepared for, but if it helps one person walk away from a toxic situation, it's worth it. What I've learned: secrets don't stay buried. The truth always finds a way to claw itself to the surface, whether you're ready for it or not. Relationships, real ones, are built on trust, not fantasy, and if someone needs to pretend you don't exist to feel excited, that's not love. That's selfishness wearing a mask. If you're getting that gut feeling, don't ignore it. You're not crazy. You're not paranoid. Your intuition is ancient and powerful, and it exists for a reason. I used to think being cheated on was the worst thing that could happen to me. Now, I see it as the start of the best chapter of my life, one where I finally prioritize myself. No more being the supportive boyfriend while someone else plays house in the shadows. No more excuses, no more settling. I'm not here to say I'm perfect or that I've figured it all out, but I'm healing, I'm better, I'm stronger. And if you're going through something similar, you're not alone. If this story hit you in the gut or made your jaw drop, hit that like button right now. Got a story like this, something wild, heartbreaking, or just unbelievable? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one. And if you want more true, messy, jaw-dropping real-life stories, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next emotional roller coaster. Thanks for watching. Thanks for feeling this with me. I'll see you in the next one.